A very good afternoon to all our viewers. Thanks for tuning into NDTV. This is the Southern View. For the next half hour, me and my colleagues from down south take you through all the stories that's making news from the southern part of India. Joining me from Bengaluru, of course, is my colleague Rituraj Purohit. We also have Sam Daniel joining us from Tamil Nadu and Ashish joining us from Telangana. First up, there's some breaking news updates that's just coming in. This is from Bengaluru. Actress Shilpa Shetty's pub, The Bastion, has been raided by the income tax officials. Searches are underway for the last couple of hours. Multiple officers of the income tax department right now going through documents, I'm told, and scrutinizing every form of evidence that they can find. Tax evasion is a suspicion here. We're yet to get an official word from the income tax department, but this is the latest that we're picking up. Searches still underway at the Bastion pub owned by actress Shilpa Shetty. My colleague Ritu is at the spot. I believe she's outside that particular pub in Bengaluru. Ritu, take us through what's happening. Show us if there any more activity. What are you picking up as far as these raids are concerned?
Well, Deepak, you see, we are coming live from the Bastion Garden City pub itself, which is again one of the costliest pub that we do know here in Bengaluru, where the searches basically are on right now. Ever since that, the IT officials had entered the premises in the morning, but the searches still continue to be there. They are trying to verify various documents as well. When we talk about any sort of an irregularities that has really taken place, whether it's been a tax evasion as well. So yes, all that is being looked into as well. But on the other side, you see, the pub basically continues to operate as well, because we get to see a lot of customers entering over here. This particular premises, which is quite a huge place, almost three areas inside the huge pub that's basically functional even now. Now needs to be seen what is that the IT officials are really going to find out. Now more important, you see, this raid is basically just coming right after 2 days back that we did see basically how that there was an FIR that was registered as well, because the pub was also found violating certain rules. It was violated because they were seen functioning during the late nights as well, beyond the permitted timing. And before that, we did see how that there was a huge ruckus that also took place right here at this basically at this premises itself, which has actually gone viral too. But ever since that, the Bastion as a concept that the Shilpa Shetty had come up with, she seems to be running in the trouble. But here with this raid, we will have to see to it that what is that the IT department officials are really going to come out with. Back to you, Deepak.
Right, Ritu, stay with us. Now, yes, like Ritu was pointing out, this is not the only trouble. Earlier, there was an FIR as well registered against the Bastion pub. Now, moving on to some more news coming in from Bengaluru, and this is a heart-wrenching one. And many would question about, the humanity that we as people really express. Here is a story of a woman who tried to save her husband's life. Decided that, she will take him on a bike because he started experiencing pain in the chest. Little did she know that her journey would turn into tragedy. She goes to one hospital where there was no doctors. She had to go to another hospital where they did say, yes, his condition is bad, but he needs to be taken to another hospital. But through all of this, she couldn't get an ambulance. She was forced to ride a bike along with her husband, who was suffering from chest pain. And then, unfortunately, they meet with an accident. But the tragedy didn't end there. You can see from these visuals, the CCTV that we have accessed shows her standing there, begging almost for people to stop. It was just 800 meters away, the hospital where he should have been taken, where treatment was available to him. But nobody would stop for several minutes, and finally it was a cab driver who stopped, managed to take him to the hospital, but it was too late for the family. Now my colleague Ritu went and spoke to the wife, who narrates the entire ordeal. Let's listen in to the story.
Rupa, I mean, just 800 meters 800. Away, you were, the hospital was just 800 meters away. You say that for 3 minutes, I have seen him, he was struggling basically, in the pain basically. Yeah. If ambulance had reached on time, or the bypasses had really helped you and him, probably today he would have been saved.
Yeah, today I was saved him. If any ambulance or car was giving help us, today he was there.
What happened there?
They asked from how you came. We said we came from two-wheeler, but they didn't made any ambulance also. They didn't give any tablet also. They told straight, you go, now only it's too severe, you go Jayda hospital.
Well, meanwhile, here in Belgavi at the Suvarna Vidhan Sauda today, a massive protest was carried out under the leadership of the Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka. Now, both the leaders, along with the MLAs, ministers, and the MLCs, echoed in unison a voice of protest against the BJP's decision to change the Manrega scheme. Not just that, they were also protesting over the Enforcement Directorate action in various cases, including the National Herald case, where Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, of course, came under scrutiny and now have really heaped praises on the latest orders that have come in from the courts as well. I caught up with the Deputy Chief Minister and the KPCC Chief, Mr. D.K. Shivkumar, a little while earlier during the protest. Let's listen to what he had to say.
As far as Narega is concerned, they want to wipe out Mahatma Gandhiji's name. It can't be possible. This is the most popular program of this country. For wherever we are doing development work, we are getting employment, we are getting money directly from all the whoever is working for the employment, village people, they are getting for their account directly. So they wanted to stop. Today or tomorrow the revolution will start, process will start. So they are afraid. So they are changing the name of Manrega. So they're changing the share pattern. They want to kill this concept. We will not allow.
How will you take it up, sir, in the future?
We will fight in the streets. We will fight in the panchayat level. We will have a big agitation program. They are given us an opportunity. We will fight it out.
Sir, tell us, as far as Manrega is concerned, in the past as well, multiple issues you have raised that the BJP is trying to really not give the scheme as much importance as you should get. Today you're staging this protest. Tell us a little more about the reason that you're taking this up, sir.
See, first this protest is mainly from the National Herald, Associate General and Young India. In the name of, see, Gandhiji started this. He was the president of the Indian National Congress in this city, in this state. He led the freedom movement. We had a statue here on his memory of his 100 years. Here we are sitting. Why? For justice, for truth, for democracy, for constitution, for national flag. To save all this, we are sitting here. Justice has been prevailed. Injustice is not being delivered from the seat of justice. Today, justice has been delivered. They want to harass our leaders. See, as a custodian of the party, it is their duty to keep all the assets and properties in the whoever is the president's name. There is nothing wrong. I am the president of the Karnataka Pradesh Congress Committee. I am having a trust, Congress Bhavan Trust. I have 150, more than 50, 60 properties are there. Can I sell that property? Can I own that property? I can't own that property. It is a Congress property. We all give. I also got a notice. I said I will come, let me see the FIR. They didn't give the FIR. Then today it has been squashed.
So that's all we have from Karnataka. Now over to my colleague Sam Daniel in Tamil Nadu as he takes you through all the updates happening in Chennai.
தோற்கடிப்பதற்காக அவங்க வாரண்ட் அவங்களே கையெழுத்து போட்டு மக்கள் முன்பு காட்டி விட்டார்கள். 120 எம்பிக்களும் 2029 பாராளுமன்ற தேர்தலில் தோற்கடிக்கப்படுவார்கள் என்பது உறுதி. எந்த மாற்றம்? கம்முன்னு இருக்க வேண்டிய இடத்துல கம்முன்னு இருக்கணும், கும்முன்னு இருக்க வேண்டிய இடத்துல கும்முன்னு இருக்கணும். இது யார் சொல்றது? திரு விஜய் அவர்கள். அரசியல் அப்படி இருக்க முடியுமானே? கம்முன்னு இருக்க வேண்டிய இடத்துல கம்முன்னு இருப்பேன், கும்முன்னு இருக்க வேண்டிய இடத்துல கும்முன்னு இருப்பேன். திரு விஜய் அவங்ககிட்ட கேளுங்க, ஐயா கம்முன்னு இருங்க, கும்முன்னு இருங்க, பேச வேண்டிய இடத்துல பேசுங்கன்னு நீங்க விஜய்கிட்ட சொன்னாவே நல்ல அரசியல்வாதியாக வருவாங்க. இவ்வளவு பிரச்சனை நடக்குது, இவ்வளவு சண்டைகள் நடக்குது. நான் பேசவே மாட்டேன், நான் வேடிக்கை மட்டும் பார்ப்பேன்னா உங்களை நம்பி எப்படி மக்கள் ஆட்சி பொறுப்பை கொடுப்பாங்க? தப்பா தப்புன்னு சொல்லுங்க, சரியா சரின்னு சொல்லுங்க. ரோட்டுக்கு இந்த பக்கம் இருங்க அல்லது ரோட்டுக்கு இந்த பக்கம் இருங்க, நடுவுல நின்னா எப்படிங்க ஐயா, வண்டி நடுவுல தானே வரும். அதனால திரு விஜய் அவர்கள் நியாயப்படி மக்களுடைய உணர்வு இன்னைக்கு எந்த பக்கம் இருக்கு, திருப்பரங்குன்றத்திலே தீபம் ஏற்றப்பட வேண்டும் என்று இருக்கும் பொழுது அவங்களுடைய ஆதரவு எந்த பக்கம் இருக்கணும். நான் பேசவே மாட்டேன்னா அது எந்த விதமான அரசியல்? நான் தமிழ்நாட்டில் தொடர்ந்து சொல்றது, விஜய் அரசியல் இருக்கட்டும், அவர் சித்தாந்தத்தை சொல்லட்டும், மக்கள் ஓட்டு போட்டு முடிவெடுக்கட்டும். அப்படி இருக்கும் பொழுது எனக்கு ஒரு விஷயம் நான் பேசுவேன், ஒரு விஷயம் நான் பேச மாட்டேன்னா, இதே விஜய் அவர்கள் புதுச்சேரிக்கு வந்தார். நம்முடைய ஆட்சியில, கூட்டணி ஆட்சியில ஒரு எம்எல்ஏ மந்திரி ஆயிட்டாரு, அவர் சிறுபான்மையர் அப்படிங்கறக்காக அவருக்கு பொறுப்பு கொடுக்கலன்னு விஜய் பேசினாரா இல்லையாங்கண்ணா? பேசினாரா இல்லையா? அன்னைக்கு சிறுபான்மையர் பேசின விஜய் திருப்பரங்குன்றத்தில் பெரும்பான்மையருக்கு ஏன் பேசல?
Well, the arguments in the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court continue for the fourth day over the single judge order which was challenged by the Tamil Nadu government against the order that wanted the Kartika Deepam to be lit on an ancient pillar on the hilltop next to a dargah. Today, it was the turn of the petitioners to argue, and they argued that the claims by the police commissioner in Madurai and the collector that the lighting the lamp on the ancient pillar next to the dargah could lead to law and order concerns is nothing but a ploy to delay the execution of the Madurai bench's order. And they point out that in their view, the lighting of the Deepam on the hilltop is an important Hindu religious ritual, and they say it's a tradition in all the hill temples to light the Kartiki Deepam on the hilltop. And they say that after shifting the location from the hilltop pillar to another location on the hill near a temple, now the temple administration, the petitioners argue, is saying that that is the traditional place where the temple or the Deepam is lit. And they question whether the temple has given away the rights of the temple, pointing out that the single judge had given this order to only assert and establish the temple's right over the pillar on the hilltop. In terms of the arguments by the other parties, the Dargah claims that the Waqf board claims that the pillar belongs to the Dargah, and the police argued that the single judge ought not to have given this order, particularly when he does not have authority over religious affairs. And finally, the Devaswam board argues that the court cannot dictate, or nobody can dictate the temple administration where to light the lamp, and they do it according to the Agama rules. And this is what DMK spokesperson TKS Ilangovan had to say.
No, they want to create trouble. BJP is known for creating trouble. Somehow they feel that the people of Tamil Nadu will, all Hindus will support BJP. But all Hindus will throw BJP out, because Tamil Nadu is a peaceful place in terms of religion. Everybody were behaving like friends and family members. But these people want to create trouble. For hundreds of years, the lighting was done here in this place. Why should they want to change? That is the question. And traditional practices, courts, many courts have already given many directions that traditional practices need not be changed.
While the appeal hearing is continuing this evening at 3 o'clock, the single judge would also hear the contempt plea. We'll have to wait and watch whether the DGP in charge and the Chief Secretary would make an appearance online. Well, that's all from me. Now it's over to my colleague Vijay. Vijay?
Thank you, Sam. The very next important story is about TVK chief Vijay to resume his rally after Karur stampede. So TVK chief Vijay to do political campaign in Erode district, and very interestingly, he made another announcement saying that the next single, the second single of his upcoming movie called as Jananayagam, to be also released on the same day, that is on tomorrow only, December 18th. So Jananayagam is said to be his farewell movie for Vijay. So his fans are so excited for his movie. Even they paid, when there was an announcement, they released a tribute video to Vijay from his first movie to his last movie, Goat. So similarly, the Vijay is expected to to release his second single tomorrow on the same day, where Vijay is also to resume his campaign after Karur Stampede. So speaking about the movie Jananayagan, it would be a political movie as it is directed by H. Vinod, and even a glimpse of movie we able to get a few information regarding the movie. It would be set a tone for us electoral politics ahead of 2026 election. So on the other side, TVK Chief Vijay is also to set his resume his yatra. There are severe conditions, more than 50 conditions were posed by the police ahead of his yatra, ahead of his rally tomorrow. Vijay is expected to start from Chennai tomorrow morning and to reach Erode by morning 11 a.m. and to start his political campaign. In larger picture, it would be crucial for TVK because they have to prove this time after Karur Stampede they don't have any chances, because within 5 months they are Tamil Nadu to see the election. So this would be a crucial test for TVK, but they have this time they have a veteran leader Sengoten also on their side, because he is making all the arrangements for TVK Chief Vijay's public meeting. Moving on to another story, AIADMK eye on Gen Z and youth voters. You know, there was a massive conference by DMK Youth Wing last week, which was organized in Tirumala, eyeing on Gen Z and youth voters ahead of 2026 election, because Vijay is seen as TVK Chief Vijay is seen as a big threat for DMK, because he posed challenge attracting all youth and Gen Z voters. Now AIADMK also giving tough by taking free laptop scheme. They allege that DMK failed to distribute the free laptops to class 12 students for past 5 years. However, DMK gave counter saying that AIADMK only stopped the scheme for when during their tenure, but the AIADMK is doing politics over this issue. Let's listen into the student wing secretary Singaiji Ramachandran what he had to say.
Why this scheme is very important, giving laptop?
This is very important because, as I mentioned during the protest, someone who has the capability to buy the laptop will buy on their own. Let's assume there are two students from a government school poor family and a normal student with a well-to-do family. Let's assume this normal well-to-do family student gets a laptop at around 11th standard, 12th standard, first year, second year, third year, fourth year. 6 years of using laptop, he will be very well versed. He would have got access to a lot of knowledge. Vice versa, if you take a government school student, they are all from very poor families. They will not have money to buy, so it will be very difficult for them, and they need to compete in the final year with this guy, this student who has been using the laptop for the past 6 years. Then there is imbalance clearly. This imbalance is reducing the confidence of this student from government school. And AIADMK's Purachi Amma launched this scheme in 2011 to match this imbalance. That really worked because Edapadi Anna also continued. We gave to 52 lakh 31,000 students so far in our tenure. But DMK in the last 5 years, in this tenure, they did not give even a single laptop.
Now all eyes on Gen Z voters. Who will they elect in 2026 election? On one side, TVK Chief Vijay, and on another side, DMK projects Udayanidhi Stalin as youth face, and AIADMK also trying their best. That's all from Tamil Nadu. Now more news from Kerala to my colleague Ashwin. Ashwin, over to you.
Thank you, Vijay. In fact, we have a breaking story from Kerala connected to the Sabarimala gold case. In fact, the sixth accused who has been listed by the Special Investigative Team, S. Kumar, has been arrested by the SIT today. He was called in for questioning and his arrest has been marked. He is one of the officers. He was in fact the former administrative officer in the Travancore Devilsam Board. Now the SIT has found that he was there present when the artifacts which were taken outside of Sabarimala, and when the time it was brought back, he was there present during this time, and that his signature was also there in the master records as well. It is for this reason he has been arrested. More investigation is done by the SIT. had gone to the High Court requesting for anticipatory bail, but the High Court has clearly rejected his bail petition, and now he has been arrested. This is the sixth arrest that has taken place earlier. CPM loyalist A. Padma Kumar and Vasu was also arrested in this case as well. Meanwhile, the ED is also trying to get the documents of this case, which the SIT had denied to give, and the ED has also applied to the Vigilance Court for it, and the Vigilance Court will also give their sanction whether ED will be able to access these documents, the FIR and the investigation details, to the ED day after tomorrow. So these are the biggest updates that's coming from the state of Kerala as well as Sabarimala Gold Haze is concerned. Now let's move on to my colleague Ashish, who is bringing us the latest update from Andhra Pradesh.
Thank you, Ashwin. From Sabarimala to Tirumala. Now, Tirumala Devasthanam, which is one of the richest Hindu hill shrine, it is witnessing an unprecedented kind of situation where several scams have emerged, and it is under investigation. Now, fresh allegation is that between 2015 to 2024, the procurement of silk shawl, which generally is the shawls, it's being gifted to all the devotees who come and visit at the hill shrine. That shawl was procurement was flawed. What the vigilance of Tirumala Tirupati Devasthana, they have found that the procurement of shawl was made on high cost, while the condition was of pure silk shawl procurement. The supplies were made of polyester, 100% polyester shawls. So now TTD board has requested ACB to investigate into this allegation. Meanwhile, Y.S. Jagannath Reddy, the former chief minister, has reacted on this allegation and in fact blamed the current TDP government, TDP-led NDA government behind all the scam. He in fact demanded a thorough probe into the all scam. Remember earlier we had reported that how there was an allegation of the laddu that was adulterated. That was reported later on. Parakamani, the donation box scam emerged. That is also under investigation, and now this silk shawl scams. Listening to Satya Kumar, the BJP minister in the state government, what he says on this Y.S. Jagannath Reddy's allegation.
See, it was a regime of scams. 5 years regime rule of Jagan Mohan Reddy was full of scams. It was a ghee scam, it was Pattuvastram scam, it was a land scam, it was commission scam, it was medical colleges scam, and what not. Everything, whatever you take look at, it was a scam in the 5 years. That is the reason why people have rejected Jagan Mohan Reddy and given only 5 seats. They have brought him down from 151 to 11.
Well, that's it from all of us here at the Southern View. We'll be back tomorrow, same time. Until then, stay tuned to NDTV.